Zoho Social, which is part of SpeakerFlow CRM. Shut the door. That's amazing. But you can also use it separately. Zoho Social lets you put out as many different kind of monitoring triggers as you want. So I could be monitoring for a particular company. I could be monitoring for a particular person and seeing what they post or what they've replied to. And the goal is that I can kind of see what's happening with you so that I can watch for those triggers. And I love sales triggers. And I'm super hopeful that our buddy is going to be talking about sales triggers when we bring him on the call later in 2 episodes. We have a special guest coming, Sam Richter, and I'm hopeful that he is going to be talking about sales triggers because it's awesome. And I use his tool to do this as well. So there's that. And then you can even use CRM systems that are specifically built to be integrated with your social media. And like a CRM like Nimble, for example, is a cool tool that is actually integrated with social media. So if I go out and look up Merritt Khan in my CRM system, I'm going to see all of your Twitter posts and all of your LinkedIn posts all in one place. So I can very quickly, before I even pick up the phone to call you, I can see what you've had to say lately. It's really handy. The last thing you want to do is to like pick up the phone and call a prospect and be like, hey, I just wanted to see how things were going with in terms of this purchase that we're working on, or, you know, like wanted to see if you're interested in some new software, or if you wanted to hire me for my services. And then somebody goes, well, we were just actually bought out yesterday. And like, you don't want that conversation to happen because you look like a complete dunce.
Yeah.
So research and be at the ready.
That's right. I mean, the whole premise of the show is we're here to make you look smarter.
Yeah. You definitely want to look smart, and prep will make you look smart for sure.
Yeah. I think that's, you know, when we think about prospecting and some of the things that you talked about, they're good for following up with prospects. So prospecting is, you know, you're thinking about it from the front end and the back end. It's not just something you're doing one time. You're not just going to, you know, reach out to a prospect one time. You have to have that series of touches. And I think the smarter you can be about what you're saying when you're reaching out using this technology, it just gives you that insight that your competition doesn't have. So for example, if I train you to say, you know, to like how to make your message really resonate with a prospect based on a trigger event, well, that's great. I could train you and your competitor in the exact same languaging, but if one of you uses this tech and the other one doesn't, the one who uses this kind of tech just has such an advantage. You know, and I went kicking and screaming on all of the sales technology, you know, but
you did. There was a lot of kicking and screaming. It was very embarrassing for all of us.
But I have embraced it. But every episode I learned something a little bit new.